Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now, because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Check, check.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57.
Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Murray now on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
To try again after the sack, Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Picked off at the 36. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run here with Akers.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
And the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Murray now.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's going to air one out. To connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Sure. Mike two. I'm coming.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense. They'll keep you in the game to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. And here's Abella. 77 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Touchdown, Rams! Jacob Harris, 78 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st down, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
First down, here's White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on second down, Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 26. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Stafford on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll